Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I've been debating for a bit on what I wanted to make a video about next, and I've also been getting into doing some crafting in my free time. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of people talking about how people don't have hobbies anymore, especially Gen Z. Phones have definitely changed the way that we use our free time, and I have personally been trying to spend less time scrolling around on mine. Unfortunately, since I've gotten used to being on my phone all the time, I can't sit still anymore when I'm bored. So I've been getting back into crafting. Specifically, I have a bunch of various craft kits that you can get from Amazon that I've received as gifts over the years. I've always wanted to sit down and do them, but never found the time. Well, now the time has come. I thought it'd be fun if I sat down, tried out some crafts, and let you know what I enjoyed and what I didn't like about them. I can work my way through my craft kits, and maybe you will find a new hobby. Starting off, I'm going to be trying out needle felting. I have actually done this once or twice before, but the one I'm trying out today will be a bit harder and a bit more detailed than what I've done previously. I'll also try to link the kit I used in the description in case any of y'all want to try this out too. So, let's jump right into it. The kit I'll be using is to make tiny felted succulents. It came with an unholy amount of felt in every color ever, the needle part of needle felting, giant wool block, and this little booklet thing that's going to tell me how to turn all of this into a cute little plant. I decided to go for this plant. Don't know why it's thinking how cute it is, but I liked the colors and thought the design would be a fun challenge. The booklet includes general instructions, and they also seem to have an instructional video. I did follow these a bit, but I also brought a sort of DIY, I don't read the IKEA chair instructions vibe to the project. It took me a bit to figure out how to put these needles into these little needle holders, so I will save you the trouble now. You need to pull the wooden bit out in the middle and then slide it back in there. Once I got everything set up, it was time to get to it. The nice thing about needle felting is that it's pretty straightforward. You pretty much just bundle up some felt and start going at it. Might be a nice bit of stress relief if that's something you're looking for. Make sure to use the wool block to protect you and whatever surface you are working on too. Right now, I'm trying to form the flower pot, since that will be the sort of base for everything else. This part definitely took the longest and did get sort of tedious at times. I put on some videos in the background, mostly to listen while it worked. You probably don't want to watch anything that requires you to actually look at the screen though, because, But after I had suitably stabbed my felt into submission, I was able to add some dirt and decorations to it by stabbing other felt into my flower pot. Really, needle felting just boils down to stabbing felt in a variety of different ways. Adding on the details of the little green designs on the pot was definitely one of the hardest parts of this whole project. Sometimes when you put a bunch of felt onto the other felt, it is just sort of sitting there like a cloud or a bush, and then you're just stabbing blindly into it, hoping that you are generally working towards the right shape. If something goes really wrong, you can pull the felt off and try again. Luckily, the felt is pretty forgiving. Trying to keep these all a consistent shape while going around was so tricky, and especially when I was doing the little lines. It became sort of an eyeliner situation where I went around and made them all thicker at the end.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Next up was to make all the leaf things that would form the main plant. These were harder since they were so tiny. I kept accidentally attaching them to the wool block and then having to pull them off and reshape them. After 3, I started to get into the rhythm though. At some point, I did give up on keeping track of what needle size I was supposed to be using. Technically, there were 2 different sizes that I was supposed to be using, but I forgot to switch between them at some point, and honestly, they don't seem to be too different. Don't come from you needle felting pros. I feel like perfection is a big thing that I've heard a lot of people struggle with when trying to start new hobbies. I know sometimes I'll take a shot at something and then be like, ooh, never mind. But learning how to do something new is fun, and finally getting a hang of it is always such a cool feeling. I encourage you all to hang in there in whatever you're trying, unless of course it's something bad. Don't do drugs, kids. If anything, I feel like the plateau where you are good at something but not quite hitting your own standards is the worst. Please free me from this hell. After I got all my leaves shaped, I added some pink to the tops and a bluer green to the bottoms. I did go back and add more pink later because I craved more pink. So if they look washed out now, don't worry. I was also supposed to be adding some sort of little indents to the top that I was absolutely not doing a good job of, so ignore that. I love my leaves just the way they are. Now that I've stabbed all my leaves enough, I had to make the stems and attach the leaves to them. This was a lot of fun. I can say that I definitely enjoyed the construction part of the process the most, and I did beef up the main stems so that everything wouldn't fall over when I attached it together. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. I attached the plant to the pot and ta-da! We have a felted succulent. Except I did go back and add the pink now because I thought my plant was looking a little bit sickly. This definitely would have been better to do before I attached the leaves, but oh well, hindsight is 20/20. Now for the final reveal. Let's see my beautiful creation. I think it turned out pretty good. Is it as perfect as the one in the booklet? No, but I made it and I like it. I had fun working on this, even if I did get a little bit bored at times. My hands definitely got a little sore after working on it for a while, and overall it took me about 4.5 hours from start to finish. So if you're looking for something to occupy your hands while listening to a video or an audiobook, or need to release some anger, I think this would be a great hobby match for you. If you're looking for something less time-consuming or that has more variety in terms of what your hands are doing, I'd keep looking and try out some other crafts. But it certainly can't hurt to give it a try, as long as you don't stab yourself. I might return to it when I get the felting or stabbing itch. It would be fun to take a shot at making Nox and Lumi. If I do that, I'll post the results on my Instagram or something. And that concludes my foray into needle felting. If you guys have done this or try it out, let me know how it goes. I'd love to see any creations as well. Feel free to tag me on stuff on Instagram and TikTok. And finally, if you would like to see me try out a craft, let me know in the comments. If people like this, I'll keep making videos like this, and even if not, I still have a bunch of craft kits to work through. And with that, please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, check out my other videos on my channel and my TikTok and Instagram, and drop a comment if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, have a wonderful day.